Ba-down, ba-da-da-da-down. Hey there, plushies! I'm your friendly neighborhood Let's Player SpiderMwa. Welcome you back to Where's the Loathing. As we left off, we are in the mission, or a sub-mission of the mission, and let's go start exploring. See what we find. Geez, they really knew how to build heavy stone sarcophaguses back in the day. Open it. You grunted and strained and forced the heavy stone sarcophagus lid open. There's a skeleton inside. Holy crap, these mobs are huge! Fortunately, he appears to be asleep. Let sleeping giant skeletons lie. Or tell the truth, whichever comes first. So on this I did read, yeah, he was kind of flopped around a bunch, yes. The remains of some kind of dark ritual. This stuff looks like it was abandoned weeks ago. It's the same stuff that we saw earlier. Too bad I don't have any stardust or anything. Here lies Santa Cortada. She was drawn and quartered by heretics, and then the quarter that had her head on was beheaded. The dismemberment was so effective that nobody was able to get her body to stay together even after she was just bones. Spooky. Here lies Saint Pope. He was excommunicated for impersonating a pope, but there was some kind of bureaucratic issue, so they weren't able to beatify him. Weird. Well, let's see the Saint Cortada room. Yeah, she's scattered all over the place. This saint appears to be resting in pieces. Reassemble it. Okay, you're pretty sure you got the bones assembled correctly. Take them back apart and leave. So, it's pretty much we need to fight all of these characters. I'm a pope, seriously. Saint Pope stands beatifically behind the dice. Dice. He just keeps doing his pope gestures, ignoring you. How can someone look so smug without even having a face? The longer you watch him, the more he gets on your nerves. Well, let's insult him. You unleash a torrent of insults that would make a sailor blush. And a sailor's mother ashamed of a sailor. Saint Pope's eyes narrow. Looks like you finally managed to make him mad enough to fight you. Let's do it. Got the jump on him. Let's get our muscularity up and attack. I should check what the new skill Crazy Pete has. Pete will deal 7 spooky damage to all enemies. Spooky is it's a moxie, a mysticality type. There are different types of damages like hot, poison, and spooky. Spooky doesn't really work on the undead, but it works on goblins, I think, and human enemies, and possibly the cows as well. But skeletons don't get really hurt by spooky damage because they're spooky already. Skeleton Cardinal anoints Crazy Pete for 12 sleaze damage. And there's another damage variety. Oh, that was easy. Then again, I'm super tough. You put an end to Saint Pope's heresy once and for all. 60 XP, Pope's pelvis, and a fake Pope hat. Hooray! So, it's never been used. I'm glad to hear that. And 2 armor and 2 moxie. The audacity! Audacity indeed. Well, let's reassemble her and fight her. Nope. At the very last minute, the bones fly apart again. Seems like you accomplished what's making them angry. Rats. Got the jump on him. So yeah, now we're fighting all of these at the same time. Get beefy! Ah! Damage to all opponents. Assemble them doing all of the enemies. Yeah, that really is just 3 HP. Spooky damage. That was spooky, alright. 3 mysticality, 4 HP. This is gonna be tough. Tougher than I expected. Let's just attack the head. Alright, took down the head. Let's go for the rib cage next because that's the one that keeps healing everybody. I said attack the rib cage. I didn't target the rib cage. My fault. And I'm getting my ass kicked. Destroy! And then destroy. Ow. Ah. Let me heal. This will not end your turn. Good. Now let's attack Santa Cortada's right arm bone. Let's go for that. Ow. Does nothing and whiff. I got a feeling I should take care of you first before you actually do something. Whiff. Urge. And I hurt ya. Still whiffing. Good. Now get out of here, you leg bone. Oh, tough fight when we did it. 60 XP. We got her skull and ring. Let's see what they are. This skull has had a real on-again, off-again relationship with the rest of Santa Cortada's skeleton. 2 mysticality and 2 speed. This ring makes you feel like you can be in multiple places at once. Would be nice if it had a muscle, that would be better. I think this will be the muscle one, of course. I mean, it makes sense. Wake him up! How's the weather up there? I'm gonna stomp you, Death. Okay, I barely did any damage to it with my super attack. Let's throw the snake spleen. Let's make you flammable. And then put you on fire. Well, he's on fire. Shows 10 turns. On fire. What does this do? You aren't poison disabled for 2 turns. Target will recover 10 HP. You will gain 1 AP. 20 damage to target. 1 to 3 damage. Oh, so he's a very resistant to normal damage. I'll shoot you. My first time using a pistol. Heck yeah. Got it. Vigatory! We got his finger and thigh. Hooray. Beavis' legs are so big he had to sit in 2 chairs at a time. That's a weapon. 3 muscle, 7-9. 2 muscle, 10 maximum HP, and 9-11. That's a huge weapon, alright. St. Beefus was so big that he had more bone in his little finger than most people have in their entire arm. At least I got myself a new weapon. More damage. Muscle goes down by 1, but I don't care. Let's fight these guys. Let's test out this new... Yeah. Spooky! I really thought that the spooky damage... Well, they're doing spooky damage, but I really thought that the damage he does wouldn't affect them. But then again, seems I'm wrong. This will not end your turn. I'll heal. Because they're doing a lot of damage. Just take care of you. You'll attack that one. They are doing a lot of damage on me, and I don't like it. This is a tough fight. I might die! That was close! I wish I had more healing stuff. Go to dynamite. Go to dynamite again. I'm gonna take care of you with this. Hit, hit, hit. Then you. Alright. Time to take you down. Whew! That was a tough fight. Skull chips, handful of loose teeth, and 75 XP. Even 5 hits aren't better than this one. Hooray! I got rid of them. Look inside, empty, curious. Okay. I don't need luck. I already did it.
you're trying to recover relics, please be careful.
I saw an empty coffin just inside the catacomb door.
Oh, don't worry about that. We're just storing that for an escape artist.
An escape artist?
Yes, he's taking his act on the road, but needed to lighten his luggage. So he gave us a generous donation in exchange for storing it for him.
Huh, okay. Return the pelvis of the same pope. You pop the, whatever it said. Return. You return the weirdly huge finger bone to its reliquary. Sister Mary looks delighted. You lock the skull back in its little glass prison. It seems annoyed, but Sister Mary thanks you effusively.
You recovered all the relics. Oh, praise me. Thank you.
I'm glad to have helped, sister.
I must reward you for your efforts, though. We don't have much, but you might find these pants handy. One of our old priests left them behind.
Cool, thanks. Kneeling pants. Let me guess, it's gonna be muscle? I wasn't expecting muscle. The knees of these pants have been reinforced with leather patches, which is handy for both praying and brawling. 2 armor and 2 speed with the spit-soaked pants. I think I'm gonna keep those because armor and speed is a lot better than just being able to, you know, kick ass. If I didn't have these, that spooky damage that the 5 skulls were doing would have been a lot more. Although spooky damage is more, not armor, it's more mystical. So, let's see. So the person actually who has been helping me out with this game is Peter Calafas, so thank you very much for helping me out with this one. And they did say in the previous video that the El Vibro transporter only attracts El Vibro stuff and nothing more, but I do need to attract them so I could get the scrap. We can also do let's do a little bit of wandering. I haven't done that. You can just wander around and discover places. The snake spring over yonder. Go there now. This is a good way to discover new places, just wandering around a little while. Tuna cactus, can of tuna and 10 XP. And hot coffee. Certainly is a snake bit. An endless stream of snakes pours out of the hole in the canyon wall. Grab a big one. Got the jump on them. They got only a spring snake, 36 HP. They're not that strong. 1 HP, wow. Victory! We got a snake liver. The snake doesn't have enough skin on it for you to even bother pulling out your knife. Successfully killed 1 snake out of infinity snakes. Restores 15 HP. Ooh. I could use more livers then. Grab a handful. Got the jump on him. It's amazing that when I raised my muscle, the bull stomp didn't raise its damage at all. I call bull on that one. Bonk. Spoo! Jibber jabber, them wabber snapper, every neebie dabber. That's what he says when he chants his little spookiness. I'll attack this one and you'll take care of that one. Bonk. Arr. That one was strong, this spring snake. Didn't even notice it was 48 hit points. Really should check the stats every time you fight an enemy. Snake venom bladder, twice. Just infinity more to go. These snakes don't have enough skin. So we can't really get any skin out of them, but we can get lots of other good stuff out of them. Just keep on fighting. Let's get another big one. See how well we'll do. Bonk. And a spronk. Donk. And a bing! Another bladder. Okay. So the snake spring, it's just infinity of snakes. You can fight against them as much as you want all the time. Not the best way to get XP, because you only get 10 XP out of it. What was in Gustafson Gulch? I don't remember. Someone left a bundle of dynamite on the ground. You approach it cautiously, verifying that it's either wired to a detonator or connected to an actively sparking fuse. But not a dangerous thing for someone to leave lying around. Take it. 3 dynamite. Cool. Oh, the goblin place. Totally forgot.
I'm ready to get out of the horse. This goblin feller is liable to eat him faster you can say boo.
Okay, anything I should know about them?
Not all much. They mostly keep it their own. When the sport gets drifting in the wild breeze lands over and unexpected. Funny little varmints. Never underestimate them though.
Okay. He looks a very mayory kind of a character. Fancily dressed goblin steps forward.
Hi, hello, being our mayor, welcome. Now going away, please.
The goblin seems friendly but blocks your entry into the gulch. Can I not coming in?
Sorry, I'm only goblin being very private.
You roll up your sleeves to show your bulging arm muscles. The goblin is either unimpressed or doesn't recognize the menace in the gesture. So you pick him up and toss him over the wall of the gorge. Cool. It's just, not letting me in? Okay. There goes that goblin. The sign says nothing interesting in goblin. You hear a quiet rustling, as though a single goblin were rummaging through a crate filled with straw. Library. You listen at the door. It's quiet inside. Go inside. Shack is filled with crude bookshelves. The bookshelves, in turn, are filled with crude books. Also, Peter said about that safe cracking and the other books are found in certain locations or bought in shops. One sure way to get a lot of them is completing a quest on the second part of the map. Yeah. Once we get to the second part of the map, a lot more quests will open up, and some of these quests are like multi-step quests. So they can get really, like even Peter says that they can get convoluted and there's a lot of backtracking. I don't mind that, but be expecting that with some quests I will be going back and forth in places. Especially the later on quests, it's gonna be a lot of backtracking. It's not gonna be fun to watch, but it's gonna be fun to play. So very complicated numbers. All you can tell about this book is that it concerns extremely high-level mathematics. You don't have the vocabulary to understand any of it, and probably still wouldn't if it was written in English. Your brother would probably love it. How to bird noise. This book is extremely detailed treatise on the sounds that the different birds make. You probably wouldn't expect to learn how to do an accurate great crested grebe impression from a book, but that's how detailed it is. Alice going into a seeing glass. This popular children's novel has been translated into Goblin. Jabberwocky still reads pretty much the same. Oh, the Prillic being and toves of sliding it did in a way, but gyring and also gimbling. There's nothing else to browse. Apparently they didn't have any books that I was hoping to see. You listen at the door, but don't hear anything. Delicatessen. Okay. Rats. Looks like the door is locked. Oh, pick that. You make short work of the lock. Inside. You enter and tour around the delicatessen and help yourself what turn out to be sandwiches. Probably. Goblin sandwiches. This is both a sandwich for goblins and a sandwich where the meat is goblin. Increases your moxie by 5 but decreases your muscle and mysticality by 3. Good thing I can't eat it. The sign says storage in goblin. There are sounds coming from inside. Check it out. The shack is filled with thousands of tiny cabinets, each labeled with a number in goblin. A random drawer. Find a Gulch Goblin lollipop. There's nothing in the drawer, but you find an old lollipop stuck to the bottom of the drawer above it. Keep looking. A more random drawer. This drawer has a sandwich in it. It must have been filed under sandwich. Look in an even randomer drawer. This one contains a rolled up pair of terrible pants, goblin trousers. Anything else? You don't find anything else interesting. Still nothing. Still nothing. Alright, we got new pants. And another sandwich. Increases mysticality 3, but reduces muscle and moxie by 1. These crude stitched pants are solid, but boy are they not fashionable. Minus 2 moxie. People won't like seeing me in those pants. You hear a couple of goblins rustling around in there. Sounds like they're doing something really important. What is the place? Red herring storage. Mayor's house. You don't hear anything inside here. Yeah, because we threw him out. The shack contains a bed and a desk. Investigate the bed. Made of cactus logs and with a blanket made of woven together cactus needles. That can't be comfortable. Check out the desk. The desk is strewn with folders. You notice one that says important secrets on it. Read the important secrets. You learn a variety of secrets, though the only one that actually pertinent to your circumstances is that there's a spare key to the treasure cave in drawer 69105 in the storage hut. Treasure cave? What treasure cave? Look in drawer 69105. A Gustafson Gulch treasure cave key. Spare. Okay. That's good to know. I'm gonna look at the treasure cave once I find it. The sign says theater in Goblin. The spare key to the Gustafson Gulch treasure cave. You press your ear to the door and you hear somebody delivering what sounds like lines from Hamlet except in Goblin tongue. From this vantage point, you also notice a sign next to the door reading backstage entrance here it being with an arrow pointing to the back of the building. You sneak backstage and watch the play from behind the curtain. Not only is it a Goblin version of Hamlet, but it's also being rewritten as a one-man show. To being or not to not being? Oh, that is a question. Could it be a thing better thinking of to suffering crazy things and arrows? Or fighting so many bad things for stopping them because fighting? To dying, to sleeping, hey! Dreaming maybe, but, oh, problems. If dreaming crazy when living, what dreams having after dying? Well, pretty weird probably. Keep watching. You watch for a while. The bits where the actor has to do a sword fight with themselves are pretty entertaining. Noise. Play XP. It says cafe. You listen at the door, don't hear anything. It looks like the door is locked, got it. Open it. Make short work of the lock. You enter, it turns out to be a cafe. Reconstruct a few cups of chicory from the leavings in various dirty cups and sinks. You stop to wonder why a cafe wouldn't be open at this time of day. You see a schedule posted on the wall, and sure enough, it says somebody named Gene is supposed to be working this shift. You know, was a shiftless layabout that Gene. Goblin chicory. Nice. The goblins around these parts never really figured out coffee. It increases speed by 3, but reduces everything else by 1. The guard barracks. You hear a bunch of gruff goblin voices gruffly griping at each other inside. Leave them be. I'm not fighting any goblins since I've got the goblin tongue and everything. Let's get some beer. Treasure cave. This door to remaining locked at all times. Unlock it. You head inside. Cactus helmets and cactus tools, apparently. This goblin is paying more attention to their book Goblet than to you, but you're pretty sure you aren't gonna just be waltzing on by. Yeah, I can't. Spoil the ending. Hey, Goblet! Good book! While thinking about how Horatio is only surviving one at the end. Everyone else dying, poisoning, sorting, pow, bam, blam! Ow, now! Wow! Spoilers! The guard runs out of the cave with their hands over their ears. Yay! This goblin guard is whittling a little wooden bird call, but they're not too busy to beat you up if you try to get past them. Try out your new bird call skills. You duck behind a stalagmite and do your greatest crested grebe impression. Oh, yes, a great crested grebe. Wow! The guard pulls a pair of binoculars out of his uniform and runs out of the cave. Yay! Good thing I checked all those drawers. Unlike the other two guards, this one is being very attentive and seems very suspicious of you. Also, unlike the other two guards, they have a name tag that says Gene. Right and about their cafe shift. Hey, Gene, you're supposing working at cafe today. You forgetting? Oh, wow, oh no! The goblin quickly takes off their guard uniform and puts on a cafe uniform and races out of the cave. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh, it's a rare and valuable treasure chest cactus. Pick the lock. 1,000 meat. No, I can't afford this stuff. Careful, these things are pointing. Open it. Yeah, wow, it contains an entire year supply of dynamite. Nice! Excellent, no need to buy it. And lockpick. Goblin engagement ring and a goblin tiara. It's full of jewelry. It's shiny, distractingly so. Plus 5 spell damage, minus 3 pistol attack damage. It's dirty, but oh man, is it ugly. 2 armor, minus 2 moxie. I think that's a hat, the tiara. Yep. I ain't changing from this to that. I want to keep my muscularity. Maybe I should actually wear this because it's 2 armor. My muscle is still 19. And my moxie goes up to 15. Yeah, I'll keep this. It's good to have armor. Boy, do I look stupid. Almost feels like you've got a little bit of skew there because of the way it's shaped. But hey, at least I got my year's supply of dynamite, so now we can go to the camp and blow the shit up. The sound of gunfire draws your attention, cautiously, to where you find a goblin shooting a large pistol at some boulders. With the sound of gunfire and pinging ricochets filling the area, the goblin doesn't hear you approach. Talk to it. Are you two excusing me?
Oh, yes, hello, what? Hello.
The rocks, why are you shooting them?
For a bet, this is. The cracks in rocks, the shooting for a crack shot.
I to seeing. Your gun, to giving it to me, or I shooting at you.
Okay, no problem.
Really?
Out of bits, I am making many junk guns. Having this one, to going right ahead.
Oh, well, thanks. That was easy.
Alright.
Let's see this gun then. Because I've only been having the deputy pistol all the time. I haven't found any other pistols except now. Goblin manufacture usually involves randomly welding things together until they do approximately what you want, and this pistol is no exception. 1 to 15 damage. It's totally random. I'm gonna keep it, even though I don't really shoot stuff at all. You'll think they'd surveyed the route and had a plan for this already.
Why rather they plan to blow up a giant ass instead?
What?
You know, instead of a hole in the ground.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Get it? Ass. Instead of ass, there's a hole. Real funny there, Crazy Pete. Real funny. I like finding the supply of dynamite and the passengers will get restless. Yep, here you go. Good. Perfect. This'll do the trick just fine. Hang back for a bit while I get the fellas to set up the charges and I'll let you do the honors. Smee consults with one of the other workers and they inspect the rocks for a time. Eventually, one of them shrugs, pushes the whole crate of dynamite up to next to the rocks and wires up a detonator. Alright, let her rip. Wait, don't you have a longer detonator cable? Nope. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Just give me a 3 count before you hit the plunger so I have time to get under the train. Great. It's ready to detonate. Do it.
Kablooey!
What the holy heck is that thing? Apparently it's an escaped rock monster from dynamite ducks. If you're gonna make quacking noises, then I know that this is a reference to that. There's a very large, very angry looking thing? Guy? Standing here? Apparently it's a little peeved at having a year's supply of dynamite blowing up next to its butt while I was sleeping. How are you gonna handle this? Pulverize it? Oh man. Run away! Let's put my hat back on, because I need that muscle. Pulverize it. You crack your knuckles, take a deep breath, and aim your strongest haymaker at the rock monster. Your punch blows open a fracture caused by the dynamite, and the cascading float lines crisscross the creature's surface. With a roar of anger and pain, it explodes into fine gravel. Heck yeah! Welcome to the gun show. All in a day's work. I'm sure with intimidating I would have been able to get some kind of an item from it, but intimidating 3, it's not easy to get. Actually, it would have been really easy to get. What am I thinking about? I screwed this up. I've got so much XP. But then again, I could have done this easily, just like that. I'm an idiot. Ooh, I'll take that, because soon we're gonna get to extremely complex locks. Can forage really fast goods from cacti. Would have been nice to get that. Let's see. Melee damage, yes. Melee damage, yes. Let's see, what else? Bull Stomp. I'm gonna upgrade that so I can get more damage. Heal more. 100, 100, 100, 100, 300, 1000. Let's see, what else should I get? Get some grit, get some gumption, get some glamour, and then get some muscle. It's a lot of stuff that I just did. Also, should have been able to think before doing anything that I should have upgraded my intimidating before doing that. I'm a dumbass, yeah. And there's nothing I can do anymore because the game pretty much has saved. Or hasn't? I'll be right back. I've got an idea. So bear with me here for just 1 second. I was afraid of that when I defeated the monster and I did all the level ups. That's when it saved the game. When I did all those upgrades and everything, it had saved the game. So I can't intimidate the rock monster. Oh well. Let's just get going. Well now, that was a fine day's work if I've ever seen. Much obliged, friend. We'll be getting the rest of this track laid down and head out now. Here, I'll mark your route on your map for you, in case our paths happen to cross again. Thanks, but can't I just ride the train? Got a ticket? Nah, just kidding, of course you don't. Every seat on this train is sold out. Sorry, boss. Sigh. There they go! The remains of your triumph over that crazy rock pile guy. And judging from the crack on this stone, it means that there would have been a pickaxe if I didn't have a pickaxe. That's usually what that cracked rock means.
Well, corn my dogs, looks like there's nothing stopping us from heading west.
Corn your... yeah. And now we have this open, and we can go over there if we want to. But for now, let's just go back to dirt water. Because Peter also said in the previous video, the comment was that the Lazy A Dude Ranch, that the weed actually do grow in there. You just have to go back to the tavern and rest for the day. Just spend days and the weed will grow. So, after a couple of days, 3, maybe 4, the weed will have grown to like full size and you can forage them. For unknown reasons. If you want to do it, then just do it. You catch a whiff of something that makes your ice water, not water your eyes. You trace it to its source, a vividly colored red shape hanging from a scraggly little plant. This must be the southeast western murder pepper that the feller at the jewel was looking for. Grab it. Your finger and thumb immediately start throbbing as you pluck the pepper. You toss it into your rucksack before it can do any more damage. Well, at least we got the murder pepper as well. So, good thing I'm going to dirt water. Head on to the saloon. And I also had the bottle of for him. You're back. He looks you over. Got some medicine for me? Yeah, here you go. He cracks the bottle open and drinks deeply. After a few months, his demeanor changes entirely. He looks like a man 20 years younger. Would you like to hear a story? Yes. Elsbury tells you a tale about the otherworldly tower where ethereal cows court and marry invisible ghosts. Something about the story. You really lost yourself in it. Thanks, Elsbury. If you ever want to express your gratitude in a more tangible way, you know the trick. Let him be. Its incredibly spicy pepper grows only in a narrow region of the west. Howdy, Spider. Anything I can get for you? Hey, Lloyd. Need any help with anything? Nope, everything's right as rain here. Okay, bye for now. I wonder what Crazy Pete has to say. The good old Jewel Saloon. Nice to see this old place ain't changed much, eh? You been here before? I've been all over these territories. Ever spent a little time out there in Canada when I was younger. Nice. Who was it that wanted the freaking pepper? Totally forgot him. Well, was it you? Did you find me a murder pepper? Yeah, here it is. Ah, nice big one. That'll last a while. Good going. 10 XP. Okay, so if you're still looking for stuff to do, I need someone to go to collect my mail. I ordered a new saute knife, and I haven't got time to go fetch it myself. Here's the key to my post office box. Alright. That's an easy one. I'll just do this, and then we can sleep, and that'll be the end of it for today. You find P.O. Box 441, the one that belongs to the chef at the Jewel. You open the box and a turn of junk mail falls out to reveal a knife just sitting loose in the box. You pick it up. Back to the chef. No. When did I think that I have a running option? Even though you're holding it, you're still pretty sure there's no such thing as a saute knife. Anyway, it's too thin to use as a weapon, so it's not even worth stealing. And why do I keep going to the poker room? Have you got my knife? Yep, here you go. Excellent, this will work a lot better than the hammer I was using. Okay, I only need one more favor from you, but it's the most important. I used to have this recipe for a very secret jerk sauce, but my jerk friend Dave J stole it from me. And then he died and took the secret to his grave. Literally, I mean, he was buried with it. You want me to dig up his grave? He's dead! He won't mind. Okay. Yeah, let's do this one. If this really is the last one, let's just do this and be done with it. Because at least I know where he is. Let's go to the Dave yard. Your heart skips a beat as you spy a floating ghost skull in the middle distance. Doesn't seem to have noticed you yet. Approach it. Got the jump on him. Easy peasy. I'm so strong these days. Can I whisper them? Put them down for good. Put it down for good. So where's Dave J? Beat the dickens out of them. And that one I did already. Open a whole bunch of them if I wanted to. Nothing here. Oh yeah, this is where the dark ritual and stuff was. I hope I at some point get to another meteor. There it is. Rap-a-pa-pow. Dig up the grave. Dig up the grave and pry open the coffin. Instead of a corpse, it contains a garbage bag? Strange. Reach inside. You reach into the garbage bag and are surprised to find that's full of pudding? No, it's not just pudding. It's pudding and motor oil. What? Do this! Keep digging. Finally managed to reach all the way to the bottom of the bag and retrieve a sudden lump from the bottom. You unglob the wad and dry it off, then wash your arm in a nearby ditch. This better be worth it. Dave's secret sauce recipe. Just combine these ingredients in a small pot, stir, and abracadabra. Pow. Take this back to the chef at Jewel in the dirt water. Let's do it. Weird quests. Are we done yet? Is this over now? Better give me something damn good for this. Got the recipe yet? The one my jerk friend Dave J took to his grave? Yeah, I got it. Hey, thanks a million, buddy. Now my sloth will be world famous. Gain 10 XP. Here, let me give you a little something for all your trouble. It fell in the slot, but it's still good. A sloppy cowboy hat. All in a day's work. Free muzzle! Cowboy hats are rugged and durable, but ruggedness and durability only go so far in the case of catastrophic culinary carelessness. There. Now I got more muscle. Now let's go to our room, sleep for the day, and end the video for the day. Man, we be doing so much in this game now. Whew. Insult yourself. Nah. Not gonna be doing that next time. I mean, what did it even give me? Let's see. Angry. 3 muscle, 2 mysticality, and 2 moxie. Actually, I should make myself angry. Sleep! You go to sleep. You dream that you're trying new hats while fleeing from a huge rock, and then strange music plays. You wake up screaming. Well, okay then. You wake up refreshed and restored and hungry and sober. Let's mosey. The second day of the rest of your life. That's how that goes. Now we can go to the next time we're gonna go to the post office, see if we got some new mail, like letters from family members or whatever, and then do other stuff. Howdy, boys, what's shaking? Am I forgetting about anything? Pete says you should take care of the house in the Desert Bandits. Thanks for the bribe. Maybe we should go do all of those. Actually, we should go do all of those next time. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I hope you all have a good evening, good afternoon, and a good morning, and I will see you all next time. Take care, people. Take care, people. Bye.